Hey everyone, Michael Watkins here with WBONTV.com. I had the chance to stop by Estill County High School and talk to Estill County Band Director Jason Bowles about the recent performance by the Estill County Band.
Lulatee's Boutique is now open in Irvine. Ladies, you'll love the selection of tops, pants, dresses, and accessories, plus the latest in Simply Southern apparel. At Lulatee's, they have a huge selection of bath bombs, soaps, and other bath products. Lulatee's Boutique on Main Street in Irvine, or on Facebook and Instagram.
This is my 17th year. The progress has been amazing. I graduated from Estill County High School in '94, so I was part of the band even that long ago. And there's no comparison to to where it was back then compared to where it is now. A little bit of history as far as our recent success. For the past 13 years, we have advanced to state level competition. I didn't really realize this till one of our staff members brought it up this year, but we have won the past 5 years. We've won the regional championship, so it's basically every Class 2A band in the East region. The past 4 years, we have actually made it to state finals, which I guess is kind of like the Final Four, if you would, compared to basketball. 2 of those appearances, we were named state runner-up, and 2 of those appearances, we were named Class 2A state champions.
Talk about the practice that goes in. You mentioned basketball, which everybody knows about the practice for basketball and football, but you guys practice pretty hard yourself.
It is. During the summers, we start early. Even in June, we do a couple days a week. When July runs around, we'll do 3 weeks, and it's like sometimes 8 and 10, 12-hour days to get everything done. When school starts, we do 2 or 3 nights a week, 3-4-hour blocks. And then when September rolls around, we add Saturdays to it with all of our competitions. It's a lot of time. It takes a lot of dedication. It's a special group of kids that sign up for this.
How many band members do you usually have in the band?
This year we had right at 70. It fluctuates a little bit from year to year. With the graduating classes of seniors, going and new ones coming in, it's been my experience, if you maintain the number from year to year, that's a fairly successful thing.
Talk about the process of becoming a state champion and how that state tournament kind of goes down.
Okay. As far as the process goes, I think what we've done here that has played to our advantage is we've tried to create a culture, an understanding, a tradition of excellence. So when the students come in 6th or 7th grade, they kind of already know what's expected of them. Once that foundation and once that culture is established, then the work ethic kicks in. And like going back to the hours spent, it's just a lot of hours of preparation and cleaning. We participate in KMEA, which is Kentucky Music Educators Association. That's the circuit that we compete in. And they have a regional quarterfinals event as part of this process. And that's where all the top 8 bands in the East region will compete. The top 8 bands in the West region will compete. And that's your Sweet 16. Those will go on to this year it was in Louisville. They go on in the Sweet 16 compete, and out of that they choose the top 4. And this year the Final 4 or the state finals at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. Out of that 4, they name a state champion in every class.
I am the assistant director here at Estill County. This is actually my 3rd year teaching ever. And I'm just kind of thrown into the marching band right off the bat as soon as I got here. I help teach the music, help teach the visuals, anything that needs done with music, trying to rearrange music, arrange music, anything that needs done on the side. That's kind of my role.
Talk about your history or your past as far as being in band goes.
In band, I was in the state and national championship marching band. I went to Bourbon County High School. I worked with them for my first 5 years, right out of high school. And so I kind of come from a program that's kind of worked this hard and worked at this level, and we've had to push these kids to kind of be at that level as well.
Talk about kind of what goes on with you and Coach Bowles in the off-season getting prepared for the upcoming year.
Well, this year we didn't have a lot of time to kind of have a ton of conversations over what we're going to do this year, but we came up with a plan, and this year it's been different. It's just been kind of hit or miss, and we've kind of just worked really well together to try to make this production come to life, and include it includes dance this year. It includes marching. It includes music. So we've had to kind of put our minds together to just try to make this product, worth everyone's while.
One thing that I've noticed is how different years y'all have different themes. Talk about the process of picking a theme and what all goes into that.
Well, this year was a Black Death. And as soon as we first started talking, the two of us and with the staff, we came up with about 4 or 5 different ideas, and we kind of just webbed off from there. And we would kind of exhaust every single idea that we had until finally Jason was like, you know what, I have an idea. And I just ran with it, and I really enjoyed it. And I was like, the kids love dark shows, and they love dark themed shows. And this was kind of a little gruesome. And so I think that this really had a big impact on the audience, and especially the end of the show definitely shows what's going on with the Black Death.
Now that this year is over, how much time will you guys take for you to start working on next year?
Already started. I've already started looking up music for next year, especially whenever we pick out a show. My portion of what I contribute, I like to look at the ballad because that's where you really pull in the audience and that emotional side of music. So that's what I'm looking at right now.
For WBONTV.com, I'm Michael Watkins.